Today's tea review, Cream Earl Grey. Got this at Chelmsford Tea in Wichita, Kansas. I'm a fan of Earl Greys, and this is a very good variety of Earl Grey with the little bit of a creamier flavor. Got a little bit of cornflowers in there, and so on and so forth. Brew this up in my Ming Sign cup, so that way I can get a nice cup full, and for my number one brother cup. Here we go. See if I can hold this back far enough without getting steam on it this time. But anyway, I have joined a online chat room website for teas also called steepster.com, and I do some reviews there, some tasting notes is what they call it. Do some there, and they got discussion boards and so on and so forth. So we're gonna look at those for a while too. So what I review here, I'll also try to review there. Kind of work in harmony with that website. But this is a good morning tea. It's been a long day today, and I'm kind of wiped out, so need a little caffeine kick, and this one seems to have a little bit. So, and I like the flavor of Earl Grey. I like the bergamot. But anyway, we got this one. We got a new one from a friend of mine. Gave me St. Dalfor's organic pure Darjeeling tea bags. And then my cousin went to South Dakota and Minnesota for a week or so, and she brought me back some teas. And I'll give a review on an English breakfast that she brought back for me later on. And we'll see what we think of that one. As far as English breakfast teas go, I like them, but some of them just tend to be blandish, and I'm not a big fan of bland teas. So we're about done with the first run through on the teapot here. I'm going to get ready to push the button here in a second. The smell, you get the Earl Grey smell, but kind of more relaxed on it, because it has that creaminess to it. But you definitely get the citrusy smell. You get the black tea smell, and you definitely can smell the two of those working in conjunction with each other. But you also get a little bit, a hint of a creaminess, kind of like a vanilla or something similar to that. So you get that smell coming on off of it, and it's a great fragrance, really, for it really fills your nose up with the good smells. And then I've had this tea many a times, and it's got a real nice, not overpowering citrus flavor. I've had some Earl Greys that are just crazy on the citrus side. I mean, it's almost too much of the bergamot and not enough of the black tea. I definitely like the black tea, or any tea, but I like the black tea in the Earl Grey. So it's something to kind of be warned when you see like a double bergamot or a highly citrus one of the Earl Greys. You know, the cream Earl Grey doesn't have that overpowering citrus, which is good. I also drink another Earl Grey. It's just Earl Grey from Chelmsford tea. It's good. And then I have a Sar Nicholas tea. The Sar Nicholas is kind of a cross between an Earl Grey and a Lapsang Souchong. So it's got that smoky flavor to it, and that's awesome. And I'll do a review of that later on. So, right today's Earl Grey. I got some oolong that's good. That's the other Earl Grey. Some gunpowder. I've done a video of the gunpowder, but I haven't reviewed it. Beeper's going off. There we go. And then that's the color, and it's really nice and red brown. It always amazes me on a video whenever I see someone pouring tea, how clean and clear it looks. It looks like almost water's coming out, but then, as we all know, it's dark and delicious. But we'll review some of these other teas later on. Maybe not tonight, of course, but later on. So I bet you this would also make a decent iced tea. I'm not a big fan of using flavored for iced tea. I made a Monk's Blend iced tea. I thought it was awesome. Right away you get the tea flavor with the citrus, but really laid back because of the smoothness of the cream Earl, part of the cream of the Earl Grey. So it's got a very good flavor to it. The nose on it is just awesome. I'm talking like as if it's wine or something, huh? But I like it in the morning time. I usually take it to work in my travel mug and have that throughout the morning. It usually lasts about an hour for me. But that's the cream Earl Grey. Like I said, you get the citrus, but it's not overpowering, and you get the black tea, and then everything's smoothed out by this creamy flavor that just kind of blends everything together. It really is one of the better Earl Greys that I've had. I got that at Chelmsford Tea in Wichita, Kansas. They have an online store at chelmsfordtea.com. So, thank you very much. Make tea, not war.